हेलो फ्रेंड्स, नमस्ते। तो आज हम कवर करेंगे कंट्रोल फ्लो इन पाइथन डे टू। टुडे इज डे टू ऑफ द 7 day पाइथन क्रैश कोर्स. सो we will discuss about conditional statements and for loops. We'll also discuss some problems and we'll give solution to it. So let us go ahead.
So when we talk about if, so if we use for uh, conditional statements, if so first we are going to check how indentation works. So suppose we have x is equal to 5, so x less than 6, print. So suppose if we are going to print x here, so here important is the indentation process. Yeah, so we can see if we don't give spaces in Python, it won't uh, first run the code. So we should make sure we should run. Suppose if we are not giving this intent in second line, it will throw an error expected an indented block. So this is must. This indentation is the requirement for compilers to come for Python. So let's go ahead. Now we can use different condition statements. Now we will try. So suppose x is not less than 6. So what is the condition? Then print x is greater than. So for now we'll run this. It will print simply 5. Suppose we increase the number to 7, then x greater than 6. So this is how if else works. It is like other languages, but here syntax is a little different, although it is quite easy and easy to understand. So आपको कोई doubt है तो आप comment पे लिख सकते हैं. We'll go ahead now on ternary operators. So how we suppose the same thing we can do in one line is called as ternary operators. So let us print this. So this is also working as similar to what we have written previously. So this is use of ternary operator. This is also very important now. Now let us try logical operators. So we know we have logical operators as and or. We are going to use them now here. So we can directly use x less than 8 and x greater than 5. Then we'll print x, else will print false. We can print. So let us see. This is 3. So since 7 number is less than 8 and greater than 5, so it will print false. So we can also put one more condition, that is or. Yeah, then also it will succeed. So suppose if now we give some other condition, like we change the x to 10. So let us see whether this works. This should work because x is greater than 5. Suppose we put x is less than 20 and x is greater than 12. So this will print false. X is greater than less than 20, or okay, since this will print x, since it is less than 20, if we put and in this, then this will print false. So this is a logical multiplier and or is a logical what is added. So just keep this in mind. We can also use if else like we use in other languages. So suppose f is less than 20, we know that. So we'll print x, and if x is greater than 25. So in condition it is not less than 20. We'll check this condition. We can also use else here. At the end, which will print false. Let us print false here. So let us change the number here x to. So let us try with 27 first. So what does it print? So yeah, this false is from the previous. Let us amend that. Logic operators. So since you can see this is case sensitive, we have put capital X is equal to 27. We should put it as small x. This is a global variable. So yeah, we can see x is greater than 25. And suppose if we put less than 20, 80, we'll print the number. And suppose we put this 22, and this will print false. So it's very easy to understand. Python is very easy language. Now, one more thing is, yeah, so we can also do multiple conditional statements. Like suppose we have x greater than 25 and x less than 30, less than equal to 30. So how we are going to put this in one line? So this will be this thing we can put in a single statement, like we can put in other languages as well. That 25 is lesser than x lesser than equal to 30. This will also work in Python. So what will print? Those x we can reassign it here 27 through here. Suppose we put it at 30, and what is the answer? And also to print true. So now let us go to the problems. We'll solve two problems on Nichols.
Hi friends, so let us read out the problem 1. Write a program to find out whether the last digit of the given number is divisible by 5 or not, and we have to take the given number as user input. So let us solve this. What we need to do, we need to take a number as input, and we need to check whether the last digit of the number is divisible by 5 or not. So what first we are going to do, we are going to take the numbers input. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the numbers input. So input is the keyword which we use for taking user as from the prompt as okay. So we'll use this, enter the number. So let us enter the number 25. So it will print 25. So now next part of the problem is y is equal to x. So since now this number should be, is checked by 10, number 10, that if we divide the number by 10, so the modulus of it should be the last digit. So what we'll do, we'll do like this. So this will, so let us print y with 5. So it seems there's some issue. Let us try. So yeah, so we'll convert this string to the integer first, then we'll divide by 10 because the input number will be a string. So we are using casting here. So now we'll get the number y as 5. Now what we're going to do, we are going to check if y is 0. So y modulus 5 should be 0 because it should be divisible by 5. So it should print number is divisible by 5. Else it's not divisible by 5. So basically we can say last digit of the number. We can use f to give the number as well. So now let us give the number as 33. So it is not divisible by 5. So now let us use, let us run it again. We'll check for number 1000. Yeah. So basically here, yeah, since it is 0, what we can do, we can put one more condition here, and y should not be equal to 0. So yeah, so this will work. Let us try for one more. Put, let's try for so this is not divisible by 5. So now we have solved the problem. So let us go to another problem.
Now let us read out the problem 2. Write a program to accept the cost price of a bike and display the road text to be bid according to the following criteria. So basically it will be a simple program we need to write, accept the cost price of a bike and display the road text. So what are the ranges? Cost price in rupees greater than 1 lakh rupees, tax will be 15%. If it is greater than 50,000 and less than equal to 1 lakh, it is 10%. If it is less than equal to 50,000, it is 5%. So let us start the solution. Now let us start solving the problem 2. So we have written the points and comments. What we need, cost price greater than 1 lakh will be 15%, greater than, if it is between 50,000 to 1 lakh it will be 10%, if it is less than equal to 50,000 it will be 5%. So this is a very simple question of basically logical operator we are going to use. So suppose we can say CP is equal to, or we can say cost price and here will be tax paid. So we are using camel case here. So we don't need to put tax paid like this, but yeah, we can do like this. So if this cost price is greater than 1 lakh, tax paid will be 15%. And if so it should be between 50,000 and 1 lakh. So we can use this chain of
conditional operators. Will be 10%. Yeah, if I want to put colon here. Let us try. Since cost price is 10,000, tax page will be 5%. And suppose it is 1 lakh, 10%. If it is 70,000, it will be 10%. If it is 50,000, it will be 5%. If it is 1,20,000, it will be 15%. So we have done the problem. So now let us go to next topic, for loops or in while loops.
Now let us start hands-on for and while loop. Let us start with for loop. So suppose for x in range. So range is a inbuilt method in Python which you can use to iterate over a set of integers. So let us print this. The syntax for function. So we can see it's printed number will be 0 to 5. So it is by default 0 to range of n. We can give it from 1 to 5. We'll print from 1 to 4. We can also print characters in a string. Although we don't have a character type in Python, but it will treat every string as a pair of, let's say, bytes, or it's not pair of bytes, it's a collection, I mean, an array of bytes or an array of characters, you can see. But here characters is not a data type. So let us print characters of banana. So let us comment the function that will print banana. So that's how for is highly useful. So we can even use this in list. We'll discuss more about list in future videos. So suppose this is a list, so we can print all the components of list. Okay. So similarly, we can print items tuple as well. Suppose we want to count the number of time it is processing, or we can count the variable that is count, and we after this we can print count as well. So this will print the number of times loop will print. Yes, stick here. Okay. So five is the count here. You see this loop will go 5 times, so that's why 5 is the count. Similarly, if we take school as an object, We'll learn more about this as well. Mary Convent is the name. And address, suppose something, we give something address. Nagpur, uncommon Nagpur, or Delhi. And then we can print this as well. This will print values in the command the other way. So now let's print the okay. It's some error. Okay, so basically now let us work about nested loops. So how we can use them. Suppose x is equal to x is a list with 1, 2, 3, comma 4, and y is a list with 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we can do, we can so what this will do, this will print for every value of x will print value of y. So oh sorry, it will be a and b. So we can see there's error coming when we are trying to add a comma between because of the different run types. So what we are going to do now, we are going to use f string here. So this will make sure that there won't be an error. So we have covered f string in last video. So we can see for 1 it will print all y values, for 2 it will print all y values, for 3 it will print all y values, and for similar to 4. For all in excess of x it will print all values of y. That's what is. So this is a nested loop. Now we go to the while loop. So while loop will be printing till this condition will satisfy. We can use else with this. So what it will do? Yeah, so you can see it will give values till 5, and after 6 we print it here. So let us say 8 plus 10 want to print. What this mean? Yeah, so 68 will give. So this won't go till I is equal to 6 because condition would satisfy. In that case, print I plus 10. Now we'll discuss about break and continue. So when we talk about break and continue, so suppose this is a loop. If x to 4 and we say break. So what this will do is to break out of this loop and this will not print after this. So let us try this. So we'll print in x equal 4, after this we'll break out of the loop. Let us comment this. Similarly, but if we use continue, so what it will do, so basically we'll go for 306 so that we can understand this. But yeah, so here I mean, yeah, so yeah, this is print all because we use continue after this. Suppose if we use this before print x, uh, something like this, so it won't print 4. And suppose if we are using like this, else after this, and what this will do, let's see. So we just print 1 to 3, this condition won't be, so we can use else after the loop statement, I mean loop is completed, so that once if that condition is satisfied, we'll go to the else. But if you use break, this won't be, I mean, running. So break will pull out of this condition as well. So just keep this in mind. Now let us go to solve the problem.
Let us read out the problem 1 for loops in Python. So problem 1 is we need to write a program to print the given number pattern. So pattern is 54321 4321 321 211. So this is an inverted pyramid. So let us go ahead to solve this. Now let us start solving this problem. So it's a bit typical but not an issue. So we might have solved this in some other programming languages, so not an issue. Let us start. So we could see that numbers are from 1 to 5 if we put it in a straight way. So we'll take two variables, n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 5. So let us try using nested loop for I in range n 0 to n minus I, sorry, n plus 1. So there are 5 lines. So I mean we can change the n also. So we can print n any number of integers. If we suppose we want to go for 6, also we can do. So what is the logic here? Let us see. Now how it is printing 54321. So what is the k? So we are taking k as the maximum. So here since k will be, so how it is going to, we are going to use -1 here. Basically what it will make sure, it will decremented by 1 every time. So let us try this. So now what it is going to do, we are going to print j, and at the end we are going to use this single quotes here, and after this we are going to put one more print statement, so that just to make sure it will take it to the next line. So this end is equal to, make sure it will print in the same line. So I hope logic is clear. Let us try. So can you see the logic? And now suppose we can go for n is equal to 6, k is equal to 6. So what this will do, this will, yeah, take it to 6. It will be from 1 to 6, so it will be 6 line pyramid, inverted pyramid. So we can change accordingly. And if you want, we can do like something like this. We can take it as n is equal to input, enter range 1, so what this will do, we'll comment that out. So this will ask for the, suppose this is n, so we can give it 5 here, 5 here. So yeah, but we always make sure to change the, I mean, use the casting here, so that yeah. So can we see there's a pyramid here? Suppose we run it again, we print it for 7. Then this will make sure that it will print the pyramid with line number, I mean, n is equal to 7 and k is equal to 7. So this is the beauty of this solution. So let us go to next problem. Let us read the problem number 2, that is write a program to find prime numbers between the given range. So what we need to do, we are having start and end of the range and we need to find prime numbers. What is the prime number? Prime number is either divisible by 1 or it is divisible by that number itself. So 1 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 2 is also prime number, 5 is also prime number, and 7 is also prime number. Similarly, we have prime numbers between x and y we can find out. So let us go to the solution.
We need to find prime numbers between a range of numbers given. Basically, suppose start number is 1 and end is 25. We need to find the prime numbers between these. So here what we can do, start is equal to input and start. So we'll take these through user input, or we can even give them a manual value. Since for more general coding, we are taking them as user input. So for now, suppose we take them some value between 10 and 25. So for prime numbers, what is the condition? Prime numbers, the condition is that the number should be divisible only by 1 and by itself. So now let us put the condition for I in range. Phi is greater than 1. For j 2 to if So we're using break here so that if it is divisible, this number is divisible by any of the numbers between 2 and itself, then this is not a prime number. Else, so we put else if it will print the I if it is a prime number. So let's see what it has done. So it is printing 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. These all are prime numbers. So our code is successful. And now we can try that user input mode which we're talking about. So we can give any, suppose it is 1 to 10. Oh yeah, so here we need to make sure we are always using typecasting, else our program will throw an error. Because this will be a string which will be input. So here it is not including 1 because we are not including 1. If we want, we can include 1 as well. So in case it is 1, then it is going to print that as well. So this will print 1 as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So thank you. We have solved both the problems. So you can have a revision of what we have done. And please do subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and make sure to put the notification on so that you don't miss any of the of this Python crash course. Make sure if you have any doubts, please do put in comments. We will try to solve it either through video or in reply. Bye. We'll meet in day 3 with Python functions.